welcome to Should I Buy This Game featuring First Rat. My name is Christine, and in this video I'll give you an overview of how the game is played and then share some things I may like or dislike about the game to help you decide if you want to add First Rat to your collection.
This is the game First Rat, and in this game we are helping the rats collect a bunch of items so they can make a rocket and take off to the elusive moon made out of cheese. You start the game with 2 rats, your light bulb, as well as 10 little tokens, or 10 little cubes. 2 of these cubes you put aside, and you're basically playing with 8. And your goal is to place all 8 cubes to get points, and that will trigger the end of the game. So I'm going to go over some of the movements. So with 2 rats, you're allowed to move 1 rat 5 spaces, or you can move 2 rats 1 to 3 spaces. However, if you're moving 2 rats, they have to end up on the same colored space. Now, there are different benefits along the way. So this first one is the light bulb, and this allows you to move along the electricity. Now, this light bulb can give you a lot of bonuses. So first off, wherever your light bulb is, everything below it will then gain +1. So instead of going 1 on the light bulb track, you would go 2. Instead of getting 1 cheese, I would get 2 cheese. So as we move along, though, the track, you'll come across these little symbols. And when you do, that allows you to put one of these cubes that I showed you earlier onto the scoring track. And you can see here that Mark went all in with the light bulbs, and Gemma and I did not. And he managed to score, it was 21 points just with the light bulb. So it can be very beneficial. And especially as you move up here, you're getting an extra move there, some extra cheese, extra items. So it can really add to your game. Our next spot is the cheese, and the cheese basically has 2 benefits. The first is if you land where another player is or wants to go to that spot, you have to pay the player a piece of cheese. Now, however, if you don't have any cheese, then you have to get moldy cheese. This gets you 3 slices of cheese, but it will also get you -2 points at the end of the game. Now, the other place you use your cheese is up here. You can trade in 10 pieces of cheese to gain points and put your little cube to gain points off your cheese. These next 2 are items to start collecting, are places to start collecting items to build the rockets. So if we look over here, it tells you all the items we need to build the different areas of the rockets. Once you build one of the areas, you put your cube in, and once you have a cube in all 3 areas, you're then able to build a rocket with your 4th cube. This here allows your burrowing mouse to go underground, and you go in the clockwise order. If you come to this first section, you're able to get a benefit. Some of these benefits are you can be on a red and green spot instead of matching colors. You get an extra movement. You can cut through the tunnels for free, or you don't have to pay cheese. And then the one I got was I could use 1 less item when building the components for the rocket. So those give you some really good benefits. It also allows you to release one of your rats, and this one will give you end game points by putting your cube there. So those are all the spaces, the types of spaces, and as you move up, you just gain more and more of the same benefit. However, if you stop over here, then you can get a backpack item. And these give you, some examples are +2 through the burrowing, +2 with the light bulbs, extra items, as well as I had one for extra cheese. Now, you can pay 6 cheese or you can steal an item. And if you steal an item, it just means you have to put that rat back at the beginning of the game. As we move over here, if you stop here, you can get an energy drink. And this gets you double of whatever your turn was. So double light bulbs or items, whatever you received, you turn this in and you double it. And then over here for 12 cheese, you can get bottle caps, and these give you end of game scoring. So for example, for every cube you have on cheese, you would get 5 extra points. And then once your rat gets to the top, it also scores points depending on the place it arrives here. And this is also where you can release your next rat, rat number 3 and 4. And if you've released all your rats, then you get a token for 3 bonus points. And the last thing I just want to mention quickly are the tunnels. These give you shortcuts. You pay an item, whatever's mentioned there, and allows you to cut through the tunnel. So if you were doing a race to the top, you could get to the end really quickly. However, early in the game, I wouldn't suggest it because you're bypassing all these other items that you really need to gain points. But say at the end, if you see the end coming quickly and you want to get your rat to the top to cash in on some of those end scoring points, then maybe racing to the top is a way to go through the tunnels. There's also a solo mode included with the game. It is played with these cards, and it's basically telling you how far ahead each of their rats will move, and if they're going to get any bonuses, move along the other track, or get bonuses. That's probably bonuses on the track, putting cubes out on the track, and moving the rats. And so the thing I found with the solo mode is, though, that it was really a race to the finish. They were just really trying to get all the rats up here, and you're sort of chasing behind and trying to get your rats. You couldn't really play a game so much as taking your time and collecting items to build things. You were really basically racing the solo rats to the finish. Overall, this is a quick and easy game to learn and play. We really liked the theme of the rats trying to go to the moon. We thought it was very cute. We enjoy how you have the option with your rats to move either 1 rat 5 or 2 rats 1 to 3 spaces, because it gives you a lot more options on where you want to go and what you want to do. The other thing we like is there are many places to score points, such as Gemini completely ignoring this area and Mark just dominating in it, whereas Gemini were focusing here and here. So there's lots of areas where you can go to try to score the most points, because as you score them, you get less and less as you go down. So now a few things we don't like about the game. I played this at solo, which is 1, 2, and 3 players. Solo, I found I was just racing to the end to catch up with the mouse. With 2 players, I found there's so much going on. You can go here, you can go there, you can get this, you can get that. That it's a fast game, and we didn't use half the things you could on the board because we're focusing on getting items to building the rocket, therefore not doing the electricity. However, once you hit 3 players and you have a lot more players going on, you do have to diversify. As Mark went up the electricity, Gem and I were collecting this, Gemma went down there to do that. So it plays best, in my opinion, with a higher play count. Now, with that being said, I think there are way too many bonuses in this game. Over here, you get the bonus of extra movement or items. Down below, you get the bonus. I had the bonus of having 1 less item needed to build. So up here, I built up really quickly because I needed 1 less item. I had bonuses to get more items. And once you fill 1, 2, 3, you fill a 4th. And so then Mark had the bonus of wherever you are here, you get 1 of every, like as you stop, that's worth 2, that's worth 2, that's worth 3. So you get that bonus on top of he had bonuses here. So he was collecting light bulbs at like 10, 11 at a time by the time he reached to the top. So there's just too many bonuses. This game is fast. And that's the other thing. This game is fast. You can fill this up quickly. You can race to the light. So you have to be on it. You can't just be, I'm going to hold back and collect this and do a little bit of everything. If you're doing everything, you're getting nowhere. You have to focus in on what it is you're doing and go for it, because people are going to be throwing down their cubes faster than you realize. And so you have to know what you're going to do. So overall, as I said earlier, it's a cute game. It plays fast. It's easy to learn. But strategy-wise, I don't know how much strategy is in it other than choosing a lane and going for it. There are, the board is double-sided, so you can change up the order of some of these so you're not playing the exact same game over and over again, as well as change up the order of the scoring pieces. So each game, different areas are worth different points. So that's a nice little added module to the game. But it's really cute. I like the idea of the rats trying to find that cheese moon. It's sort of fun. And this, again, is a good game if you have somebody coming over that doesn't play a lot of board games. It's a fun game. I think it would keep everybody entertained. And it's a theme that I think many people would like. So let me know in the comments if you've played First Rat and what you think of the game.